Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my studio. It is me, Gideon, also known as Gideon's Light, and I'm your creatively fit coach. So, welcome to this creative session. It is just such fun to get into my creative practice and to use this week's creative art prompt. So, this week, my prompt for you is forest bloom. Ooh. So let your imagination flow and see how you can capture this week's theme in your art journal. And remember to take a photograph and share it with me on my private art group on Facebook entitled The Creative Heart. Just fill in a simple form there. Just want to know that you're a real person, and then I will accept you into the group, and then we can start to support you in your creative journey. Now, as a creatively fit coach, I know how difficult it is to get into an art practice because there are just so many reasons why not to, right? So I'm here to tell you that there are a lot of benefits for you in having a creative practice, and you don't even have to share it with anyone. It can be totally private. I just give you the option to support you in your art journey in an environment where you will be supported and loved and accepted. And the critique is there if you want it, if you want to know what I think you can do in order to improve as an artist. That option is always there. And if you really want to grow, then you can also join me on my Patreon account, because over there we dive in deep and we really get into the nitty-gritty of it all. Now, on my canvas here today, I've got my candle, and as we get into this creative practice, I like to just light a candle and set an intention for the day. And for me today is I just wish for everyone that is tired, that is struggling, and that is having a difficult time for whatever reason. May you find some peace and quiet and presence today in this blooming forest. That is my wish for you. So I'm going to put my flame of hope to the side, and I've got my art journal here. I've got a palette knife. I've got a palette board, which is almost finished. Let me just move this eraser. And I've got an image in my mind. I've got an image that I sort of looked at. It's not my property, so I'm not going to share it here. I just wanted to sort of get a basic layout of a forest scene with trees, and then this blooms, beautiful blooms on the ground. So I'm going to do this landscape today, and I'm going to play with my acrylic paint. So what did I get out? I've got titanium white, I've got burnt umber, I've got carmine red, I've got magenta, I've got yellow ochre, I've got lamp black, I have monastral green, and I have orange. Most of these paints, nearly all of them are from Montmartre, and then this burnt umber is from Chivalry. And then I just have a water spray bottle in case I need to just mist things down. I've got a number of brushes here. I've got my round mop brush. This is a 1/2 inch. I've got a fan brush, which I think will be essential today. I've got a maybe texture grassy brush here in case we need it. And I've got an angle brush, which is also about a number 12. Not that it means anything, just to give you an idea. All of these brushes are really to the medium to smaller size, because of the shapes that we will be painting. So I don't need enormous brushes. Okay. And then to my left, I've got 2 buckets of water, one for rinsing and one for clean water. And that's how I roll. Okie dokie. So I did use my charcoal just to sort of sketch out a basic sketch just so that I know where all the elements will be on my page. And I've also used masking tape just to mask off a beautiful border in my art journal, because that is my intention for this art journal, to always have it look neat and tidy. Alrighty then. So now that I've run through all of the required things, I think it's time to just go ahead and get some of these paints out. I could have done that before, but
Right, you guys, as I'm dispensing paint for this project, I want to invite you just to check out the links in the description of this video that can take you to my art group on Facebook so that you can join us there. Or if you want to get into this full tutorial, you can join my Patreon page. It's only $5 a month, and that really supports me to create content like this for you guys, where you can dive deep with me, and it's really beginner safe. So over on my Patreon channel, you will get access to the full video where I explain all of my color mixes and my technique and method for painting this beautiful and simple landscape. So I fast forwarded this section here on YouTube for you guys so that you can just enjoy the visual journey of creating this page in my art journal. So I hope you will join me and just relax for 5 minutes with me as I paint this beautiful blooming forest painting for you guys. And it sure was a lot of fun, and even I enjoy watching the video again afterwards because I see it from a different perspective. And I'm actually quite amazed at how the brush marks just created this landscape for me, even though while I was painting it I felt I was struggling, and it didn't quite create the texture that I was looking for. But in retrospect it was actually all perfect. But this is how I learn, and hopefully this is how it can inspire you to try as well. So I'm gonna shut up now and leave you over to some music and just enjoy the painting. I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye for now.
And there we have it. Our forest bloom inspiration this week helped me to create this beautiful landscape in my art journal. And this week I really just used an image that I saw on the internet and I studied it for 5 minutes and then I let it go. So this was sort of done from memory and selecting my colors before the time. So using my brushes and my colors in a very loose kind of way, I used my acrylic paint this week to capture this beautiful forest bloom scene, and I am so excited to see what you guys are going to do with this week's prompt in your sketchbook. So do grab your art materials and use this inspirational art prompt, and when you're done creating, remember to take a photograph and share it with me on the Creative Art group on Facebook. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week for another episode of the Creative Art. Thanks for watching, and bye bye for now.